This is Joshua of GTH Boxing, and today I'm joined by Campbell Hatton. Campbell, fight week, City have just won the league. How are we feeling?
Yeah, can't ask for much more really. We've won the league. I've got a fight this Saturday and two more up for grabs over the next few weeks. But mind on the job, it might be a little City quadruple if I do the business.
How's camp gone ahead of Saturday? Obviously, it's your third fight in 3 months. You're keeping yourself active, you're keeping yourself ticking. How are we going in on Saturday?
Yeah, we've been absolutely non-stop this year. I think I got into preparations for my first fight of the year around Christmas time. So it's been non-stop since then, and I think I'm reaping the rewards of that. Like I say, we've been active in the ring, but we've been able to work on the more technical side of things because we've not had to do the getting fit part of the camps because we're starting fit and just building on that. We've been able to really work on my shape and the tactical side of the sport, and the improvements have been massive with each one. And the preparations for this camp have been by far the best I've had, and I think that's just down to being in back-to-back training and just fighting so regular.
Obviously, last time out on the age undercard, first round stoppage. Just how good was it to get such a good win in such a big stage?
Yeah, it was absolutely buzzing. I think where in my previous fights I'd struggled with the pressure and we had to go away to a few smaller shows and just do our learning away from the eyes, and which was the right thing to do. But to come back to a big show like you don't get much bigger than an AJ card, and to put on a performance like that where I'm back on the big stage, knowing that the old habits and the pressure didn't get to me, and I proved to myself that I can deal with it now. So yeah, that was probably as good as the stoppage and getting the win was. I think that was the main positive I took from it, that the old way I was dealing with the pressure weren't creeping back in.
So 11-0 is it? And how long have you been pro for? Is it 2 years since you turned professional?
Yeah, so it was 2 years just gone in March, so it's been really busy. I think everything's gone perfectly, to be honest. I've had a few ups, few downs, and been nice and active. So as far as learning goes, I couldn't have asked for much better, and long may it continue.
And Saturday, obviously, you're in your home in Manchester in front of a packed out, what's going to be a packed out crowd. Just how excited is it to be back at home?
Yeah, can't wait. The fights are always exciting, and I've always had great support and all of that. But I think coming back home to Manchester, with my friends, my family, and all the city are behind me, I couldn't ask for much better.
And let's just talk about the main event on Saturday, Lara versus Wood 2. Being a man from Nottingham myself, I'm absolutely bricking it ahead of Saturday. What's your prediction for the main event?
Yeah, I was there for the first fight, and I thought Lee had it spot on. I thought he was hitting him with enough to get the respect off Lara that stopped him just bulldozing him, and I had him winning the fight, and he weren't getting too greedy where he was leaving himself in the firing line too much. But it just takes a slight lapse of concentration or one little mistake, and someone with the power like Lara's on you, and in a 12 round fight to not make one of them mistakes or to just lose concentration for a split second, I think it's a hard task to do. So for me, I wouldn't change anything if I was Lee. I thought he was boxing perfectly, but I wouldn't be shocked if it's a repeat, just because it's such a long time to not switch off.
And obviously if Lee wins, it looks to be he'll get that City ground fight, so we've said that for a while now. I'm sure it'd be a dream of yours to headline at the Etihad as well. Yeah,
definitely. I watching back at my dad's career, and he boxed there, and that would be the dream. I've got a few things I want to tick off my list, like I want to headline the MEN, but the Etihad's definitely the pinnacle for me.
And then moving away from boxing, let's just talk about City for a little bit here. Just won the Prem, but it's not done yet. You got the FA Cup final and the Champions League final. Do you think you'll get all of them?
I do. I think being a City fan and knowing how we like to make hard work of things, as we saw when we played QPR and Villa last season, there's always a bit of doom and gloom in us. But I'm really confident with this one. Obviously, anything can happen with a one-off game. I just hope it ain't United that balls it up for us, because I won't live it down. But Joe, I'm confident. I think it's timing just right for us. We seem to, even though probably had a bit of a slower start to the season and haven't played our best at times, but I think we've really found our form the last couple of months, and I'd be amazed if this isn't our year.
Campbell, finally, just a message to all the fans both watching in the arena and at home on Saturday night.
Yes, just thanks for all the support as always, and I hope to put on a good show, and I think I've always got an entertaining style to watch, and I think this fight will be no different.
Campbell, pleasure to speak to you today and best of luck on Saturday.
Nice one, pal.